My girlfriend spat in my face when I proposed on Christmas, sneering, "This ring is as pathetic as you." I ended things on the spot. Now she's begging me to come back. I'm 28 and work in marketing, pulling about $85K a year. 2 years ago, I met this girl Maya at a coffee shop near my apartment. She was stunning, charming, and we clicked instantly. Within 4 months, she was practically living with me. She'd just left her job at a salon and was figuring things out, so I told her not to worry about rent while she got back on her feet. Except she never got back on her feet. 2 years went by and I was covering everything. Rent, utilities, groceries, her car insurance, nights out, everything. Whenever I'd bring it up, she'd turn it around on me. Said I was being controlling, that real partners don't keep score, so I just kept paying. Last summer, I started thinking about proposing. Despite everything, I loved her. I spent 3 months saving, skipping lunches, canceling subscriptions, living bare minimum. Finally dropped $6,500 on a white gold ring with a nice center stone. I planned to propose on Christmas at my parents' house. My whole family would be there. Mom, dad, my sister and her husband, my younger brother. Maya always seemed to love my family, so I figured it'd be perfect. Christmas dinner was amazing. Mom made her famous prime rib. Everyone was laughing. After dessert, I stood up. My hands were shaking as I pulled out the ring box. I got down on one knee and the room went silent. Everyone was smiling. My mom had tears in her eyes. I looked up at Maya and told her how much I loved her. I opened the box and held it up. Her smile vanished. She stared at the ring with disgust. Then she said, "Are you serious right now?" She looked down again and wrinkled her nose. Then she said the words, "I'll never forget. This ring is tiny and pathetic, just like you." My mom gasped. My dad half stood up. Maya went on about how her coworker Jessica got engaged with a 3-carat ring, how her boyfriend had real class. She said I was cheap and embarrassing her with this sad little ring. I was still kneeling there, frozen. This woman I'd supported for 2 years was destroying me on Christmas in front of my entire family. Then she leaned forward and spat directly in my face. Actual spit, right in my face, in front of my parents and siblings. My mom screamed. My brother jumped up. I slowly stood, wiped my face, and said as calmly as I could, "We're done. Get your stuff and get out of my apartment." She laughed. Then she told everyone she'd been sleeping with her personal trainer Derek for 5 months. Said he was more of a man than I'd ever be, that I was boring, and she'd only stayed for the free rent. Every word was a knife. She grabbed her coat, looked at my mom and said, "Thanks for dinner," in this sickeningly sweet voice, and walked out. I drove home in shock. Spent the entire night packing everything she owned into garbage bags. By 6 a.m. Christmas morning, I had it all piled in the parking lot in the snow. Texted her. It was outside. She had until noon. Got my locks changed by 10 a.m. Around 11:30, I watched as she pulled up with Derek, tall gym bro in an expensive leather jacket. He walked toward my building to confront me. I met him in the lobby and told him to just take her stuff and leave. He shoved my shoulder, trying to intimidate me. But parking lots in winter are slippery, and when he came at me again, I sidestepped. His expensive dress shoes had zero traction. He went down hard, face first into a snowbank, got up covered in snow, his leather jacket ruined. They loaded what they could and drove off. 3 months later, I'd moved on. Started dating this amazing woman named Rachel. Things were healthy and normal. Then, one Tuesday evening, there's a knock at my door. I look through the peephole and my heart sinks. It's Maya, holding a plate of cookies, smiling like nothing happened. She was violating the restraining order. I told her through the door to leave or I'd call the cops. That's when she heard Rachel's voice inside. The second, Maya heard another woman. She snapped, started shrieking, pounding on the door. Then she started throwing the cookies at my door, these rock-hard things denting the walls. My neighbor opened his door and a cookie flew past his head. He yelled he was calling the police. When the cops arrived, they found Maya in the hallway surrounded by broken cookies, mascara running down her face. They recognized her from before. She got arrested right there. She ended up with 30 days in jail and extended probation. I never heard from her again. Full story on the channel linked below.